What's up? How's it going? How's it going, Chaz and Tsunami? Glad that you could both go ahead and get in here tonight. Hopefully, you've both had a great Saturday. Hopefully, it was a lot better than mine. I've had a decent day, but let me tell you, it's only been damn decent. I can say that much. I hate having to work on Saturdays. Working 6 days a week gets pretty rough, but pays the bills. And I'm here, and I'm happy. And sorry I'm late, only actually having one day off tomorrow. I have so many things I have to compile into this one day that I just went ahead and went grocery shopping after work tonight. Took a good old trip to Walmart and loaded up on some shit for the week. Hopefully I did the right thing. But Chaz and Tsunami, how have you two been this evening? As far as the schedule tonight goes, it's going to be a lot like last night, just a really chill night. Actually getting on here about the same time as I did last night. But yeah, just going to keep it really chill. Gonna do the Alliance Raid Roulette. My bad, I'm pretty tired. Then I'm just gonna, after that, just hit up some Titania. See how well that goes, and then maybe, last night we didn't actually get to Innocence. My fatigue caught up with me, along with Tom. Very quickly, unfortunately. Tom, it's always the enemy. But yeah, that is the schedule for tonight. Hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully everybody's doing good. Oh, man. I've been really thinking about the upcoming schedule with games to come, the next RIP Tumbles, and so many things. Literally, I've already got the next RIP Tumbles mapped out. It's going to be one hell of a weird, gross, spicy torture moment, let me tell you that much. Obviously, I've talked about it last night. I'm going to actually try to actively talk about this towards the end. I mean, not the end, but the beginning of the streams for games coming up, if things are going to change. But yeah, I talked about it last night, and I have a few days, beforehand as well. But for anybody, I've been thinking about posting it on the Twitch account as well, maybe keeping that on the wall, and maybe the About section on YouTube. The subject on it, though, a lot of you just hear me actively talk about it, but the games that are going to be coming up, I'm going to be doing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV for the next few months. Well, it's kind of like the thing I do the most anyway, so that's a given. And also Fallout 76, starting, I think it's the 13th of August. There's a new update coming, and then another one the 20th of August, I believe. And then in September, we're gonna be getting new maps for Nuclear Winter, and then all the way in November, we'll be getting the Wastelanders storyline, which I'm very stoked about. So that's definitely gonna be two games that are gonna be concurrent on my streams, depending on days, times, schedules, and events. And then also next month, the 20th to be exact. Ni no Kuni, the first video game, actually has its remaster coming out, which I'll be starting that, and then through October, it's going to be just kind of like, just a whole big jumble of going from Ni no Kuni to Fallout 76 and to Final Fantasy XIV, and then eventually working into Ni no Kuni 2, which I'm very excited to also get to. Just anything Studio Ghibli, I'm all over that. It's definitely, I'm a huge anime fan, and especially Studio Ghibli's films, and they're amazing. And knowing that a lot of that work goes into those video games as well, Ni no Kuni is going to be awesome. Then November, we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Very excited about that. And then pretty much just Final Fantasy XIV and Fallout 76 stuff all over again. Again, you know, in November is when Wastelanders storyline's gonna come out. Because I predict, I mean, I love Star Wars and everything, but don't get me wrong, I'll probably beat the game pretty quick. Especially if it plays out like The Force Unleashed. But anyway. And then there's not really a whole lot planned until March, which is going to be, of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake. And sometime this year, we're also supposed to be getting the Final Fantasy VIII Remaster. And I don't, like, I would like to stream it, but I don't think I'm going to stream it on the day it comes out. Much like I did with the Final Fantasy IX Remaster that actually was released last year, I think. I have the game literally on my PS4, pre-downloaded and everything, just ready to be played, but I don't know, I want to have more of an event, like when I get back to playing some older Final Fantasy titles. Trying to keep on current new titles has been really exciting, and I've really enjoyed doing that. Even though Ni no Kuni isn't going to be new, so to speak, but it is going to be a remaster, and it is on PS4, and so many just things come together for that, and Ni no Kuni 2 isn't necessarily new either, but again, that whole genre of a video game I'm in love with. And also, sometime next year, we don't know when, but sometime next year we're getting Persona 5 The Royal, and I've already played Persona 5, and you better bet I can't wait to play another chapter into this game, going deeper into the story with more things to do, new confidant, and so many other things. I can't wait for Persona 5 The Royal. But that is a big schedule dump of tonight and what's coming in the next few months. But definitely excited for all that. Join me for Roulette. Sounds cool. Looking forward to the Ni no Kuni stream. I'm also looking forward to that, honestly. Like, I love the Studio Ghibli, just franchise in general. And just seeing them have a hand in a video game with the same graphic playstyle in a genre that I already love, JRPGs. Oh yeah, I'm definitely excited about it. Good, just playing Vampire. Nice. How is that game? Like, I was looking into it as it started to come more into relevance of being out, so to speak, I should say. Yeah. Really haven't heard anything recently about it, but that is cool though. One game I had actually thought about playing as well was Death Stranding, but I don't really think I'm going to. Like, the game seems so interesting at first, and knowing the creators of the game that have a hand in on it, I was eagerly excited to play it. And I don't know. Now it sounds like Mailmen, the extreme version. Or what possibly goes wrong when FedEx fails the world. Or FedEx in the apocalypse. Or it's Mailmen Extreme Edition. I should say Savage. But yeah. I was really looking forward to it, but I don't really think I'm going to be doing it. It's the further and closer it gets to being irrelevant, the least I'm, like, just interested in it. I don't know, Mailman Simulator? With some demons? Just, I don't know. But Vampire, I mean, that game seemed pretty cool. Another one that was kind of like Code Vein was another game that was vampire-based that was actually slightly looking forward to, and just kind of ended up taking it just off the list of things. It's just like streaming like something like Final Fantasy XIV, where you've got so many different things always going on. Like every 3 months, 3 to 4 months, something happens. As far as the patch, they keep up with like holidays and events going on in the game, and not to mention the community is just amazing. And, you know, on top of everything else. But again, I was saying it earlier, I've been really liking playing other titles and newer titles, so it's not exactly the only main focus. And Zombie, hello. You want to join me and Azunami here for Alliance Roulette? It's up to you. You're not into it, to be honest, but just playing it for a few days and returning. I feel ya. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. I still don't know a whole lot about it. It's just like, certain things about it just kind of started to kind of like drop my interest in it as well. But it was more of like a biased thing. Like, I couldn't tell you even what it was. I don't know. But it seemed cool at first, though. Man, that really was a big dump. Like, I'm looking at how long I've been streaming now, I'm just like, my god, I haven't even done anything but talk about what I'm gonna do in the next, like, weeks and months. And potentially a year. Again, I have no idea when Persona 5 The Royal is gonna come out to over here in the US. Like, literally, I remember when the other one, when Persona 5, just the original, was released. It had been so long from the Japanese release, and hopefully it doesn't take too much of a delay. Using GameStop like a rental store, return within 7 days and you get a full refund and choose another game. I actually know a lot of people that do that. It's a shameless thing. It's their policy. You know, they're still making money. It's just recycled money. But I feel you. I don't know. I like the idea of it, but I don't go to GameStop enough. Like, I don't actually even have a GameStop in my town. I gotta go to, like, the next town over. And there's 2 GameStop stores in, like, in the next town over, but, man, it's so annoying. They're literally on the opposite ends of the, like, town. And, like, if one doesn't have something, they refer you to the other one, but it takes, like, 15 minutes to get to the other one. 10 if you drive like I do. And, my God, you'd think it to yourself, 10 minutes isn't that bad, but it is when time is always your enemy. And time is always my enemy. And sorry for the giant ramble again. Did you actually want to come with us, Sir Zombie? Maybe I could go ahead and kinda get us in the wheels rolling here and everything. Oh, fun fact, when I was at the grocery shop tonight, I found some smoked, no wait, it was actually non-smoked mango habanero Gouda cheese. It is not sharp at all, it is so smooth. And it's not even that hot, it just has like a very fine burn at the end. But it's kind of like that burn from eating just like spicy tacos. But it doesn't taste like tacos, don't think that. But it has an amazing flavor, and you can't taste the mango at all. It just tastes like a really sweet cheese with that Gouda taste in the background, and then the aftertaste of like a very mild habanero. Which, that's like top tier for a lot of people, but I mean, even on my heat scale, it would only be like a 2, so there's heat there, it's relevant, but it's not intense, or like, I only noticed the aftertaste. That sounds amazing. It is amazing. But I'm a cheese guy too, so just saying. Like, you can take my word for it, but I'm a cheese guy. We all knew this. It's no it's no secret. I actually had like the last 10 minutes of me being at work, this dude was like talking about American processed cheese, and I was like literally just out of a conversation where I was talking about how I hate it. Like, I don't really hate it. Like, I've had the conversation on the stream multiple times. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. And you know, I literally do not buy it. I eat it if it's the only option. I mean, like burger joints, for instance, they always only use American cheese, and I like cheese on a burger, so I do partake. But again, it's not my selection. And this dude was just like, you could tell he's just somebody who really hasn't like branched out in the cheese world, which is, I understand. A lot of people are afraid to, because they don't want to ruin cheese for themselves, which I understand that completely. Like, that's me with sausage. Like, I love sausage, but I hate it at the same time. Like, I love really good sausage, but as soon as I have a bad one, I won't eat sausage for like 6 months. Believe me, the last time I ate sausage, it was bad, and I haven't had it for months. I don't even remember the last time I had it. It may be over a year. I like it, but I hate it. Like, it always leaves just like either a really good impression on me, or like, you know what? I am just gonna binge on sausage until I get on the bad sausage again. And it happens. Honestly, actually, I think the last time I had it wasn't even based by itself. I remember exactly now. It was when I made, on my off channel, which I literally do nothing with. There's just a random video of me making lasagna, and I used turkey sausage in that. That was the last time I had sausage. Literally. Documented. But, yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it. But, I mean, unless you're counting, like, pepperonis and, like, salami, which isn't and kinda is at the same time. I'm not gonna get into that. But, like, actual base sausage, like breakfast sausage. And see, the other sausages, that aren't like the breakfast sausage is the stuff that I love. The breakfast sausage, though, that's where I'm just like, eh. What are you doing to me? Do I like you? Do I hate you? I don't know. It's Tuesday. It's actually technically Sunday at 1:02 a.m. But I'm just saying. The American cheese rant? Yeah, I could go on it for hours, honestly. I just, like, I gotta, when I talk about it, I really want to get that bass in there where people are just like, I never want somebody to hit up the comment section, just say, dude, how do you hate American cheese? That's un-American. Or like, yo, bro, what do you have against processed cheese, man? I like my Velveeta. I do too, you know, I don't buy it. Actually, I'm guilty of buying Velveeta if I'm really trying to make some macaroni and cheese. American macaroni and cheese there, you know, which doesn't happen often either. Like, I love a lot of cheese. OMFG squad! Tell me your secret. How can you make your hair as beautiful as mine? I don't know, to be honest with you. Genetics? Like, it's natural curls. I don't know which part of the branch of the family that comes from, but I am of many races, into like multi-race person, you know, so curly hair comes from somewhere. But honestly, I don't know. I will admit that I don't wash my hair every day, just for health reasons. Like, it's not really healthy to wash your hair every day. You can condition your hair every day and, you know, rinse it out, make sure, you know, it's not bad, but actually putting shampoo in your hair every day, it's really bad for it. And that's something I don't do, and I'm a big fan of veggies, which also help your hair and your skin as well. That's all I really got for you, though, other than just genetics. But I appreciate you, and thank you so much for that compliment, OMFG squad. Woo! Get all that out. If we do Alliance Raid Roulette. Yeah, I was trying to invite you a second ago. Zombie, I'll invite you now. When you're actually, well, I can go ahead and get it started now. If I don't, I'm gonna end up ranting about something else. Gets rid of a lot of natural oils or something. Not good for you? Exactly, yeah, that's actually literally the reason I don't do it. But yeah, OMFG squad, that's like, again, I don't really, is somebody on like a crafter or a gatherer? But yeah, that's the reason. There's actually ways that you could fix it. Like, a lot of people have like this OCD about not washing their hair every day. And I get that all the way, you know. It's like me with people that don't wash their hands. It destroys my brain. When I'm literally, like, especially at work, when we have like work dinners, and you see the people who do, like, I try to get the front of the lawn, so I just avoid the riffraff of just, I don't even want to know where some people's hands have been. But a lot of people are like that with hair. And I understand there's like, they are like essential oils you can put in your hair, and then there's argan oil, I think it's called, which I've done a few times, and I don't really like to. I don't like to have an oily scalp. And, you know, there's leave-in conditioners you can use in as well if you don't try to like just farm your natural oils for your hair. That's basically what I'll do though. I'll go like, honestly, I'll go like 2 days, then I'll wash my hair on the 3rd. 2 days, wash my hair on the 3rd. It's like a weird routine I keep. Unless I've been like really sweaty, which happens, and then I'll just suck it up and wash it, but I try not to. You wash your hair every other day so that it doesn't get dry. I feel ya. You were fishing? That's all good. You got your baby nephew for the knot, and he was fussing, but you got him back to bed, thankfully. That's cool. Auntie Zombie. Chaz, you shower twice a day. Some people do that. Some people do it once in the morning, once at night. I can't do that. Like, I will have the driest skin in the world. I literally cannot shower twice a day. I would never imagine washing my hair twice a day either. Oh, man. Like, I would just be so dry, you know? I don't know what's up with my skin. Like, I have prominent natural oils that come out, and, yeah, I sweat also, but, yeah, I could not take a shower twice a day. But, I feel you, though. You know, it's kind of like, there's a lot of people that get kind of like OCD about germs and stuff like that. Totally understand. You know, the cleaner you are, more likely you're not gonna get, you know, well, a lot of germs. Oh yeah, I didn't do my scratch-offs. See if I can get some good MGP tonight. Ugh! 252, not that great. Not that bad either, though. No jackpot. 119. It's hard for me to say cagpot. I always say jackpot. Like I've played this game for over 2 years, and I still say jackpot. 72. Not that great of an odds. Yeah, shampoo and conditioner gets expensive. With that kissed by fire hair of yours. Honestly, I mean, it already does kind of get expensive. Like, I don't really use cheap shampoo or conditioner. I don't really use anything completely expensive, but I don't use, like, really cheap stuff either. So it actually does rack up. But I still, honestly, hair care products are more expensive, like leave-in conditioners, oils, and stuff like that. And I would rather be a little bit more natural rather than, I don't know. Back when I played football is really what set me in these motions back in high school. Like, it started off like I was actually showering twice a day. I did once in the morning before school, and then I would shower again after my workout later in the evening. And I kept that routine for like years, even after football. And then, but my skin would always be so dry, I'd have to always apply lotions, have like leave-in conditioners in my hair, and I don't know. It just got so old. So like going the more natural way came more into play, I guess you could say. But don't worry, I'm not a stinky boy. I still smell pretty good. You would order a very fragrant shampoo when you were in Afghanistan, of all places. Well... Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Sorry. Wilda is gonna happen. This is like my worst raid ever in the whole game. Even of this part of its existence still. This is the one I still die the most on, so... Sorry. You wash your hair twice a week, but condition it every other day? I feel you. Shower in the morning and have a bath at night. Well, bath's actually not that bad for you because, like, you still keep a lot of your natural oils in there. Whether shower, you're literally washing them all out. But Rizz, what's up? How are you? How you doing? I wasn't fast enough. shit. Could smell you across the camp. Well, at least you didn't have to worry about being stealthy. I forgot that you could negate that. I am such a nerd. I don't know why that came to my brain, but I was just like, I knew I could negate that. Just negate. I couldn't even say surecast. I'm going straight Magic the Gathering over here. Oh shit. Oh, okay, good. Heavy sucks. Ooh. Ah, shit. You're good, just got back home from Red Robin. Yum. I should have held it longer. You don't really ever see those commercials hardly anymore. Well, I don't really watch TV, so that's just me. Honestly, that's the one thing that I gotta say that's it's an odd change that happens. Oh shit. When like oh, whoa, super dude. I knew I'd die at least once. But, yeah, I hardly ever see commercials anymore, unless they're like random ads on YouTube, because I refuse to get premium. Bleach Ajax with Bacterial Scrubby and dash of Scorched Earth. Can't remember the last time you had a bath. Sounds insane. Sounds pretty cool. Over here running the wrong way. Away from everybody. Royal Red Robin Burger. I haven't been to Red Robin in a really long time. Random, but you've almost drank a full gallon of chocolate milk today. Don't get sick. Man, there was actually somebody at a gas station. I stopped at a gas station right before I went grocery shopping. And there was this lady behind the counter who randomly said that she was craving chocolate milk and was hoping to finish. She had like half a gallon, I think. She was trying to finish before she got off work. You know, it's gonna sound weird, but you know, I really don't like chocolate milk that much. If I do, like, it's like a yoo-hoo, and then, I mean, that's not even really milk. It's like a chocolate drink. But it's mainly just chocolate in general. I'm not really big on chocolate. Hershey's Kisses? You too far? I mean, I can eat chocolate, it's just not my favorite. I used to love it when I was a kid. I literally think I burnt myself out by just like overdoing. I think it was M&M's probably. I was a big M&M's kid. Now that I'm an adult, it's just like, ugh. The taste of pure chocolate to me is just, eh. I can still eat if it's like the assorted chocolates though, with like caramel or you know, something decent on the inside. Oh, I got the death on me. I was standing inside the sword or the soth. I wasn't paying attention, really. It's the labors of not paying attention. Keep your soth away from me. Oh. Wait, do we want all these fire? I guess so. I'm not gonna touch them. Oh wait, he was using water attack. Never mind. Again, wasn't paying attention. I'm guilty of that. Twix and Kit Kat your gym? I don't like Kit Kat. I like Twix. I don't know. Kit Kat, it's the insides of a Kit Kat. I'm just not into it. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Imagine if that was your alarm clock waking you up in the morning. I can't really do it. I mean, just say it. What if? Whoa! Black Bolt? Uh-oh. Ain't no Halloween without Reese's. They're okay for me. It's just I don't know. I gotta really be in the mood. It's just me with candy in general. You talk about cheese. You talk about like certain cuts of meat. I'm a big steak guy as well. I literally watch video tutorials on how to cook the perfect steak like damn near daily. And I don't know. I'm a big savory type of guy. Savory and spicy. When it comes to like sweet things, I like cheesecake. That's like actually a weakness of mine. Sorry, I knew this is going on, but ah, fuck. Whew. That supernova, though. I just now noticed that Zombie came in here as Dancer. So how have you been liking Dancer, Zombie? You first learned about cheesecake from the show Golden Girls, really? My mom makes, like, the best, I say it's the best. Somebody might have a different opinion, but it's my mother's cooking. You know I'm gonna say it's the best. My mom has, like, the best homemade cheesecake recipe. Man, like, baked and no bake. It's amazing. She's the one who literally, I think, created my love and obsession for cheesecake. She always makes one on my birthday and Christmas. Ah! Oof. No. Okay, it went somewhere. Oh, fuck. Alright, good deal. thought I was dodging. I did not. It's hard to chat and thought, but you really enjoy Dancer. I understand. Have I been to Uno's? I've not. I'm not really sure what that is. It's a restaurant. They have some gnarly deep dish pizza. That's cool. I'm a huge pizza guy. I'm like one of those people, like, of course I would be a pizza guy. What am I talking about? I'm a huge cheese guy. I feel like those two go hand in hand. Uh-oh. Real quick. Whoa! That critical fucking gravity. I got double doozied right there. You want to eat some pizza in Italy someday? I'm hit and miss with it. Like, pizza in Italy is a lot different. Like, I'm sure they have like a lot of the traditional style pizza here from the US, but a lot of pizza there from Italy it's a lot more oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just prepared differently. Ingredients are a lot more fresh, which I'm sure that is amazing. One thing about it is like a lot of them don't typically use like a tomato sauce though. They'll literally just use like a tomato base, with, like a mozzarella over the top of it with like a little basil. And that's a pretty iconic. It's sort of like a margarita pizza, but well, that's the closest I probably got to it, to a traditional Italian pizza, which I've never been to Italy either. It's just I've done loads of homework. Oh, I should have just not stacked on that. Well, that was one hell of a run, I can say that much. Speaking of pizza, though, one thing I've been excited about, I've been craving it for like a week, and I've been trying to fight the craving, but I just could not fight it any longer. And today when I was grocery shopping, like after the stream tonight, I'm going to be having some bagel bots. It's been a while. But I have a craving to settle. What was that? I think I've already had it. I have not. I have had all the cards, though. It's weird that I actually haven't had that minion, but I don't really come here that often. The other summoner. Why not? Summoner love. Give me just a moment also. I'm going to take a very, very, very quick restroom break. And thank you, Onzunum. Honestly, that was, I haven't been in there in a very long time. I don't really ever get tossed in there. It's always random. When I do, it's always been some latter time where I've forgotten pretty much all the mechanics. Give me just a second, though. Okay. So, I'm literally only going to be, doing... You dig some bagel bots and pizza rolls? Yeah, I actually, had some pizza rolls the other day. I was craving some bagel bots and I went to the store. There's actually only one place open in my hometown when I get off work, and, I actually didn't sell bagel bots and ended up getting pizza rolls. So disappointed. I do like pizza rolls, but they're not the same as bagel bots. I don't know, bagel bots, they just have that nix. They got a bagel on the bottom. What am I going to get into next? It's going to be Titania for a little bit. And once I've had my first real fill of that, I'm just going to magically turn you into a level 80 fisher. I wish I could help with that, as well, zombie. Also, I wish I was 80 also. I'm still level 70 on my fisher. Little fisherman. But yeah, gonna get into Titania next. And hopefully there's some good parties going on tonight. I'm just gonna actually, also, I have no other reason to be here right now. So I'm gonna head back to the free company house before I get started. You want to get in some Titania. Alright, Rizz. I'm about it. I went to Rizz's place. That's okay. What's cool is you can see the free company house from here. Thank you, zombie. I'm sure we'll have some, hopefully, decent luck. Cool. I hope we actually have some good luck. The $1 Totino's pizzas are good in a punch. I feel ya. I like them if they've been baked, is the best way to put it. I don't really care for them if they get microwaved. When you microwave them, they turn into like this weird rubbery mush. I can still eat it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it may sound weird to somebody out there, but if I microwave one of those things, I'll legit will just roll that thing up once it's done in the microwave and just eat it like a burrito. It's easier. But if you bake it in the oven traditionally, it's a little bit more crunchy, it's better, in my opinion. But I feel you know, I eat them from time to time. If I actually go frozen pizza though, I usually go get me a DiGiorno pizza. Or Screaming Sicilian, those are also really good. I think that's what it's called. I gotta look it up now, or it's gonna bother me. Yeah, Screaming Sicilian. I'm not gonna lie, they're actually really pretty decent frozen pizzas. I like DiGiorno a little bit better, but Papa Murphy's pizza. I don't think I know of Papa Murphy's. Oh man. Sorry. Just a little tired, but still got quite a bit in me. At least a few runs. So, Rizz, did you get into anything cool today? Or anybody, you know, if you want to jump in on the chat and get in on stuff you did today. I didn't really do anything. I was literally at work all day long, and then right after did grocery shopping. The most exciting moment I've had today was, I talked about it a little while ago when I found the non-smoked mango habanero Gouda cheese. And it's amazing. Hands down. Let's take a trip to the Free Company house, Rizz. What do you say? Well, shit, it's just the two of us. Hopefully we can get some good tanks and heals in here. I wish Minato was online. Honestly, Minato is just a really awesome healer to have in the party, and tank. And obviously probably DPS, usually primarily tank and heals. I've got some junk in my inventory. No, he's in the passenger seat. I could probably use some repairs. I'm gonna go and get that on really quick. Oh, not the turnaround spot. Screw it, I'll just go the shortcut. When you AFK for a minute, it's all good. I came to the free company house for some repairs. Which I don't really even know if I need them, I just naturally assume. I know me. Yeah, I could have used a good old repair. Didn't do anything cool but go out to eat. Well, that's always cool. I don't really ever go out to eat that often. Although, I love to cook as well, so that's a big reason. You use your little toaster oven to make some chicken breast. It was great. Tony the Tiger, great. It was great. I don't think I was deep enough. Frosted flakes, they're more than good. They're great. No, I can't do Tony the Tiger. His voice, I can do a deep voice, but I can't go with Tony the Tiger deep. How's Choco? She's asleep right over there. She's okay, I guess. She's probably still pissed at me. Like, I haven't let her on any of the furniture like the last week because she's in heat. It's easier for the both of us if we just allow her to just not get on any furniture. And she's been sleeping in a pallet. Like, normally Choco likes to sleep with me in my own bed. A lot of people don't let their dogs do that. I do. I don't care. But she usually sleeps with me in bed, and honestly, when she's in heat, she has to sleep on a pallet in the floor, and she hates it. I know that. But she's okay though, I guess. Depending on how long it takes us to find some tanks and hills, will depend on the number of times I do things tonight. And if I can actually manage to get back into Innocence. Ran the pool jump. You just got tumbled. Mikoshi tornado. It's Minato. In our party. This thing should have had a special thing. She gives uncomfortable stares. Your pup's on you 24/7, everywhere when you're home, that is. She hates when you have an overnight guest, because she doesn't get to sleep on the bed with you. I feel you. Whoa, what the? Oh, okay, never mind. There's another healer. You know, Rizz, you were the only... not Rizz. Sorry, Rizz. Minato. Also, sorry, Minato. You're the only person out there that's actually gone through the grind to get this thing like I did. Rizz over there flexing on us with the Innocence mount. Ghost Minato. Currently, he is Namazu Frogman Minato. The hybrid. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get a tank. The mech wars. We killed Minato twice. He's double Ghost Minato. He's a sparkly boy. Oh man, I haven't seen that one in forever. I gotta literally go back to my Mount God to find that one. Good old Rusty. But they really should have gave us more mounts for Jonathas. We need more rewards. I've got plenty of Jonathas thingies. We need a train. Run around the goblet. Oh! I am too obsessed with that jump. The Jimmy Neutron car. Classic. Where is the Jimmy Neutron car? That was it. And so we're here playing on mounts. Mario Kart. Jimmy Neutron Kart. Okay, while this actually gets, I'm gonna get myself prepared. I'm gonna grab a drink and use the restroom really quick before this last person gets in and we get started. Give me just a second. Damn. That sucks. Maybe it won't take too much longer, honestly. I'm gonna be even more disappointed. Yeah, very impatient. It's okay, though. Can always throw another one back up. Honestly, I feel like patience with a lot of people is like the hardest thing that when it comes to like doing a lot of stuff in well, any farm party. Some people do not have the tolerance to sit. It's in his lap. It's weird that they'll let multiple people sit on this, but it just doesn't look correct. to think it's already so late. Looks like Bulma's capsule core bugs. So, I got a cool question. Has anybody seen the newer Hellboy movie? I have not, and I've been really curious. I thought about, like, renting it tomorrow. Like, I'm not gonna buy it. I haven't bought any films in quite a while. But I've really been wanting to watch it. One, I really like the guy who plays Hopper from Stranger Things, and I know he's the guy that's playing Hellboy instead of Ron Perlman. So that alone makes me want to watch it a little bit, but I was so, like, you haven't seen it? I feel you, Chaz. I haven't either. I'm thinking about watching it tomorrow, like renting it and giving it a good old gander. But, again, you know, I'm a huge fan of Hopper on Stranger Things, but I'm a huge Hellboy fan, but I've always watched Ron Perlman play the last 2 Hellboy films, so I don't know. I've been curious about it, especially towards a reboot. It's a peace circle. You know, it's a damn shame that all these fireworks are going on and we're just kind of sitting on the ground. I'm going to the top of the Free Company house. It's this spot. It's an awesome time of year. Is it too early to discuss the things... Oh, Stranger Things Season 3? No, let's go ahead. Literally, it's hit and miss as far as the people who actually watch the stream, that actually watch Stranger Things. So, like, I'm down to discuss it. I don't actively know a whole lot of other people who enjoy it as far as I do as well. But if you have predictions on Hopper, oh, I'm open-minded to hear it. A lot of the fan base, including myself, is thinking he's alive. I'm gonna lay in on that. But I don't really know. It's more of a kind of a we'll see. Oh yeah, some questions about Hopper. But yeah, I think he's alive. If that's where you're going. I don't know if it's where you're going, but if that's where you're going, I think he's alive. The worst part is I just missed the finale. Here we go. Okay, so what do you think happened to Hopper? Cause post-credits show the Russian dude say... No, not the American. See, that's the biggest thing. There's actually a fun fact. I saw it in a YouTube video, actually. I'd already had the suspicion of that exact thing. Of the whole, the Russians saying no, not the American. But there's another theory that Hopper himself actually leaped into the Upside Down. Because when he's already been there before, and it's either that or da. So if he's not the random American in Russia, the other theory is, you know, because that electrical beam, the way they did everything, right off the fucking bat. I'm gonna fuck this up. I don't like being in people that call my southeast spot, or southwest spot, but I can adjust southeast. Probably will fuck up eventually. But that's on the integrity of this whole party. But, yeah. The theory of him leaping into the Upside Down, they showed that Barb was dead. If not, she could be the American. That's true, that's true. Old Barb from Season 1. That's true. I have heard mentions, a lot of theories, is it's a new random character we're actually gonna get in the next season. But I like either the theory that Hopper is the American, but it doesn't make a lot of sense how, again, he could escape the electrical thingy that just disintegrated everybody else, or the explosion. But the theory of him jumping into the Upside Down, I don't know, I really like that. So has anybody actually been able to start The Boys? My goodness, that is actually a show that I've been working on. I think I've got like 2 episodes left, maybe 3. I haven't been able to watch it the last few days because of my job. I usually like to just binge watch shows on my day off. That way I can actually take in the full grasp of the story. It's great, you should watch it. Amazon original. And I got a tether. I can already tell. I'm gonna be okay. We're gonna live. I mean, I'm not gonna kill us all, but whatever. I just don't get how, like, all these others don't make much more sense to put the tether on rather than a summoner. Like, I have the least amount. Well, I got the magic defense, and I guess it is a magical based attack, not a physically based attack. I don't really know though for the tether. I haven't paid that much attention.
Come and play, for the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
It'll be okay. You'd like Hopper to be alive, especially after that letter to 11 at the end? I agree. Honestly though, I like his character, like, just who he is in the story. The actor does really well playing Hopper. I don't know. It would kill me to see just such a main character in that whole series to just, like, die off like that. As for his career goes, he's jumping much more into, like, the cinematic universe of films rather than, into further getting into different TV shows and series. So, I kind of see that as well. You know, he may not want to keep doing, a Netflix series original and might want to branch out into, like, other acting opportunities, which I get, you know. Who's not out there trying to, like, do a better career for themselves as far as things like that go. But man, it would just be such a shame to actually see him leave Stranger Things, especially the way that he went out. I mean, it's a hell of a way. They give you a heartfelt moment behind it as well. but at the same time, to kill off a main character that's been integrated in the show since the very beginning of it all, to make them go like that, that crushes me a little bit on the inside. And with the other girl with the powers, that 11, man, we heard nothing of her after that. That's true. Apparently there was, like, you know, all those other children as well that were, like, raised in the lab, or so to speak. So there's a lot that could happen in the next season. I'm really hoping the next season isn't the last. I actually heard a rumor about that as well, that they're actually kind of wanting to wrap things up. And I'm really hoping that isn't the case, but I guess we'll see as far as that goes as well.
This is the rhythm of the light.
I didn't make it. I did, actually. Holy hell. Thank the gods. Oh, it's already fucked up. Come on, tanks. We still got this. DPS could be picked up a little bit, but still got it. Hope Susie has a bigger role. I want him to come to terms with a lot of things. Like, I'm really curious about Will. Like, I don't know, there's something off about Will's character with me. Like, the fact that he has the lingering of, like, the Mon Flayer's, like, presence. I don't know, it doesn't set well in my mind. I'm really curious about that, how it's gonna play out in the future. Like, I don't know, like, this whole season, Will just gave off this weird, really eerie presence. And, I don't know, I would really like for him to get farther into that. They didn't get as far as into it this season as I was hoping they would. after making it such a predominant thing into the story. Oh, man. Literally me and Rizz were the only two stacking. And stand alone. Dead soldiers. I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just charging out random shit here. Don't hate me for it, but really just trying to, well, not that. We're hitting 100. And we'll probably have people leave. We'll have the, this is a farm party. I see it happening now. This is a farm party. Let's wait for it. Wait for it. It'll be something about him, like a Bran Stark. Maybe. I agree. There's gonna be something. They didn't touch in on him having that lingering effect. As much as it could have. Whoa, nobody's cropping. It's amazing. You thought it was a farm party? Minato. I could literally point out all the problems there, though. I'm not gonna just yet. But it's okay. Somebody out there. The fact that that's a real thing people do always blows my mind. Honestly, whoa. I looked over at your thing again. You said the Bran Stark and the mid-re right there. Chaz, I actually had a weird, hopeful fan hope base type thing. And it literally was what if it is kind of like a Bran Stark kind of thing? And then like oh man, we lost the other fucking healer too. But what if it is like a Bran Stark thing? What if Hopper is alive? And like, what if Will sees Hopper in the upside down Bran Stark style next season? Everybody's all sad about Hopper. Hopper this, Hopper that. Old Billiam over here is just chilling with his D&D bros, talking about some shiz and the Rizz, for Rizz and the Giz. And then all of a sudden, they're out there and just little sixth sense just, ooh, Bran Stark style. He's inside of a Demigorgon. Inside of the upside down, he's controlling this little thingy. He sees Hopper. Hopper's like, ah! And he's like, ah! And he's like, ah! And, you know, his little segment goes down, little rambunctious moment, and then he comes back to and he's like, Hopper's alive, bros. And then 11's just like, what? And he's like, he's in the upside down. Bum bum bum. Random 80s music, roll the whatever. Stranger Things, beginning credits. Get back into it. Now you got 11. We need to find a way to the underground, or the upside down. My bad. The upside down. And then old William's like, I gotcha. I can control Demigorgons with my goddamn brain now. And then, you know, that's just what they do. Maybe. I wish I could, like, where are you at, Duffy Brothers? Or is it Duffy Brothers? Whoever the hell makes that show, why aren't you watching my stream? I just gave you literally season 4. Take it for free. Roll that shit. Only Minato would farm while the village parties ever. Wait, what? ever the responsible Hokage. I mean, Minato's a hell of a damn good person to run content with. Good tank, good healer, good DPS. Even good DPS on all three. Who said no dupes bring DP? Oh, Minato said that. You hope Hopper and Barb are alive? I don't really care about Barb. I mean, don't hate on me for it, for people who are the Barb fans out there. Sorry. She just didn't have an impact on me as far as the story goes. She just felt like a nice little chapter of the show that I could die off to make things. I'm just gonna go back to my old split. Fuck it. We still got most of the same people. We should just say same splits, new adjust. Whatever. Fuck it. Good old refresh. What if Barb is a Demigorgon? Or however you spell it. I don't know, that'd be interesting. I mean, what if she was the Demigorgon that's there in Russia? What if that's Barb and the American is Hopper? What if he ends up a Demigorgon? I mean, that could be a thing. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily like that kind of a twist. But, I mean, I'd still roll with it. I wouldn't hate on the show. I'd still watch it to the end. I'm already 3 seasons deep. I can't not be invested in it at this point. I don't know. I feel like with him being such an integrated character, they've got to fix that a little bit better. I know the ending 11 letter was a thing, but literally everybody I have talked to that was a fan of Stranger Things and Hopper, of all people, is like, that's just like a huge thing right there. Like, nobody wants him to be dead. And I know if like this was J.J. Abrams, he's sitting here laughing in the background, be like, yeah, he's dead. Keep hoping. He's not coming back. R.I.P. Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. But, and Leia. But I don't know. At the same time, it just doesn't feel right. He had a quick death, too. It's like very sudden, very quick, and then there was like a sad moment after. Which just, I don't know. I don't feel like it was a justified death to be such a, like, main integrated character into the show. But then again, you know, like I was saying earlier, the actor is trying to get more of a filmography or a cinematic kind of universe for his actual acting career. So I don't really know.
When you play with fire.
We can see how it really goes. I'm on the Let's Hope Hopper's Alive bandwagon, though. For sure. And Will is the link to the 2 realms? Dun dun dun. Yeah, it's actually kind of what I was gleaning upon a little while ago. I mean, it would make sense. If not Will 11, but right now we're kind of in that weird, like, well, what's kind of like going on with 11 here now? Oh, man. I didn't run south enough, and I got us a tether. That was on me. It wasn't on the other person. It was definitely me. I was running a lot more east than south. When it looked like they were doing the same thing. They were kind of going more like, I don't know, I think they went straight north, actually. Like, they were going, like, northwest, which is what I'm more used to, really. But, I mean, I was still running, like, really east, so it was more of me fucking that up. But it's okay. We should be able to adjust. If Hopper does become a Demigorgon, it'll add a lot more feels and conflict in the story. 11 will try to save instead of kill. That's true. But I still wouldn't like it to happen. Like, he would not have a script. He wouldn't have any lines. There would be only flashbacks, probably. I mean, it'd be so bland to me. Like, it's very CW if they bring Hopper back and make him a Demigorgon. Like, I'm not a CW fan. Like, I like Arrow, most of it anyway. I'm hit and miss on some episodes, but just because it's DC stuff, and with any comic book anything, I'm a huge comic book guy, and they never fucking follow relevance as far as like to anything goes in a comic book. I'll be on that on another day. And I know Stranger Things isn't necessarily a comic book story. It's the Duffer Brothers. I'm not gonna get in on that too far, but I know it's these two brothers, kind of like their story, their universe they have going on. It's their rules as far as things go and what happens and everything. But it would just be so anticlimactic if Hopper is a random Demigorgon, no script. 11 can't. I don't know. I like where your brain's at in a way, but at the same time, just like that'd be the most disappointing thing that they could do for the whole show. It's just because it would be like one of those unprecedented moments where it feels like a company's just trying to save money by showing you a shit ton of flash. Where the fuck is my cursor? And why the fuck is it not locking onto anything? There we go. God damn, it was a waste of a whole fucking Bahamut. It wouldn't lock on. But yeah, I don't know. Like, that character, it's just one they shouldn't have even fucked with unless they're gonna do it right. And my hopes are that he is in the Upside Down, not a Demigorgon though. To me, it's too bland of an ending still for Hopper for me. Like, even if like there's the conflict with 11, maybe having like right now we already have like that conflict with her power, so I don't know. So is anybody excited about the upcoming Amazon rendition of The Lord of the Rings, the series? Not the films, but the actual series. I'm super excited about that. I feel like that will work out a lot better than the movie series actually ever did. Even with like the collector's edition, which I'm a huge fan of, they include a lot more things from the books, which is really exciting. But they can include so much more in a TV series, I feel like. Oh my god, who is this person I'm tethered to? For real. Like, don't get me wrong. We're splitting it, but barely. Minato! Damn it! I feel like I'm fucking you up, Minato. If it was anybody else, I would have blamed them. But if it's you, I'm definitely the one fucking it up. But I'm not really moving that far south either, so I do understand. At least we got through this phase. It was better than last time. And sorry, Minato, I'm not meaning to fuck that up. Like, again, if I would have looked up anybody else and saw that, I would have been like, I would have blamed them. But when I see you, oh yeah, I already know. It's my fault. And I'm sorry. Definitely my fault. I'll clean it up. I'm in the middle of trying to read some, no more nosebleeds at least. That's true. And sorry, I'm trying my best to, like, keep up with, the Twitch chat. Like, I love having this, like, Stranger Things talk. I've not been able to do it with a lot of people since Season 3's actually happened. And Chaz wanting to get in on it right now and go hard in on it as well. I'm so about it. And I'm trying to focus on that, but still trying to focus up here as well. So I'm probably slacking off a little bit as trying to be on time with certain mechanics. But, I'm trying. Playing a game also. Oh, it's all good. I really actually love getting this conversation on. Like I said, I've not been able to, like, me and my brother, we've theorized and watched a lot of YouTube conspiracy videos. But I've not really got to talk, like, that's the thing about the streaming world these days. Like, you're either really into the streaming world, you hit up a lot of the streaming services, like, I'm on HBO, Amazon, Netflix, and Hulu, and, I hit them up avidly, literally daily, all of them. And I'm huge into the streaming scene as far as things go. So when it comes to, like, people not really into that, it really gets hard to find certain conversations to be able to have. And Stranger Things is one of those. Like, it's already, I don't want to call it a spooky show, but it's very X-Files-y. Like, very sci-fi, not even horror. It's like sci-fi horror, but, like, more sci-fi than horror. And that's a genre that is so hit and miss with, like, most people. Like, you either really like that genre or you just don't care for it at all. And, they play really heavy into that. And, it's so hard for me to be able to find a good group of people to actually have an open conversation about the show. Especially people that don't like to theorize, that like everything to be, like... I'm one of those people, I don't like spoilers, but I love to theorize. And, I definitely... I've just been, honestly, again, really excited to be able to just, like, pour into that. Oh, that almost fucked up. It did fuck up. Oh, did we kill her? Okay.
We can play.
That got super fucked up there at the end. So I was a little afraid. The bard didn't grab the thingy. Sorry. The tether. Alright, I'm gonna have to... Before anybody gets too impatient... We might end up having somebody leave. It was a little sloppy. I mean, it was a good round, though. Definitely have been in a lot worse. But I'll be right back. need to read the Silmarillion because you think there's only info on the Second Age, The Hobbit, and honestly, the Silmarillion, there's, believe me, multiple. I actually have a softcover copy of it in my room. It's a good book, but let me tell you, it's more like 3 short stories that when they get referenced to in like the series, you're like, oh, that's what they're talking about. But honestly, you could go your whole life without reading it. If you've read The Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings series, you kind of hit the bases already. There was actually one more recently released. That was actually supposed to play into the story as like kind of a sequel with like partial prequel like flashbacks from the J.R.R. Tolkien family. It's not actually from J.R.R. Tolkien, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. The similarity, it's okay. I can say that it's okay. It's just as far as to like. Actually, if you need to read it to get it all, not really. It just kind of like, it's more like a book of Easter eggs. You know, like when you play like a good game, and there's like that random side quest that you could have done, and you got like a little bit more of a backstory of why they had to do certain things, or why when they went through a certain spot, why some things made sense, or when other people get referenced. Like, one of the big things about the Silmarillion, again, I've heard the enunciation so many other ways, I'll just say both. One of the bigger things is like the other wizards that actually get mentioned, which Gandalf likes to reference throughout the stories and the films. You know, but other than that, there's not really a whole lot that has to be highlighted on. I mean, there's a few things, and I'm not going to give any spoilers away if you actually do want to get it on reading that. But is it necessary for the lore? I'm going to say a no. Like, a lot of people might disagree with me out there, be like, oh, you're not going to understand shit about this if you don't read that. Really, it was kind of like, at the beginning of the book itself, there's a big brief moment from from Tolkien's son, saying that the only reason he put that book out was for the people who wanted that extra lore, because basically, it was implied to him from his father, and he already knew that knowledge upon things, and it helped out with understanding a little bit more of the lore. So as far as that goes, I'm not, I'm assuming everybody went 8 on 8. I'm just gonna throw it up. Sorry, I'm getting on my rant. These are my things I can talk about for days. But yeah, is it good? It's okay. It's like 3 stories, more like 3 short stories. And is it necessary? No, it's really not. It's not even that long. Like I don't even think it's as long as The Hobbit. If that shines any light on anything. But you know, if you want to read it, you want that necessary, or not necessary, but that extra, you know, little chunk of lore. It is there. It does help out with a lot of that. Definitely. I'm not gonna say it doesn't. Why are we doing anything new? Whoa. Okay. I'm about it. I didn't get a tether this time. Whatever. No, here it comes. Boop. Yeah. Honestly, Dragoon should have it. I don't know why I do, but whatever. The fact that, I guess people just, There's actually a lot to clean up. Don't get me on that healer. Oh man, don't even. I can break down every fight we're in. I'm watching 99% of the shit we do.
Come and play. For the night is bright and you can sleep when you're dead.
And I have no idea what you mean by that, Minato. It's okay. Get off your random shit. There you go. Honestly, again, like I said, like, you can read up some shit on Reddit, and you'll get all the information, Chaz, that you need from the Similarian, or Similarian, again, I know. Very multiple different ways people love to say it. But again, I'm gonna tell you, it's not like the most times it's gonna be necessary was in the actual Hobbit filmography they've had recently. They used little hints from the Similarian, again. Other than that, I mean, like I said, a few references throughout the books. Really, it's not that necessary. Like, there's somebody out there who's a huge fan who will say, "Oh yeah, you got to read that, or you're not gonna understand this or that." Not true at all. I mean, it's really not that important to the series, in my opinion. Like, I feel like I could have, like, I've read it, I own the book, and I literally feel like I could have went through the whole series without not knowing any of that. Like, it's okay. And there's references here and there, but it feels more like Easter eggs rather than necessity to the lore, so to speak. Want to see the Tolkien movie to see if it inspired him to write the said books? Honestly, like, you can actually read an autobiography and bibliography of that whole thing. I'm sure the film actually does a lot to it, but like a lot of it actually was just religion and war, current things that were going on in society, and his take of how they compared. Like, that's why a lot of, like, I don't know if you've ever heard it, but a lot of, like, religious people, like, don't really care for the Tolkien series because it doesn't actually, like, I don't know how to put it. It's not sacrilegious. It's not. But a lot of people thought of it being sacrilegious because a lot of his actual pull that he actually had from the story itself came from, like, the King James Bible. And but that's also with, like, current times of war that was already going on. Like, the times when he was actually writing these books, there was a lot going on in the world. It was a big religious movement, as far as, so to speak. Another reason why it's most mistakenly been mistaken as sacrilegious. But, you know, a lot of people take that route. I'm not a religious guy anyway, I'm very agnostic, so, it doesn't bother me at all. But it is a big thing. Like me growing up with a very Southern Baptist family and a Catholic family, that little, wow. What is this tank doing? Success for the Tolkien books, they were ripped out of the same time. I mean, I'm okay with like reading. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big reader. That's why I play video games more so often. Just reading in general is just like, it's okay. You know, I've read loads of books. I'm a big comic book guy. I was a huge Shonen Jump anime guy for years growing up. But as far as like books go, my goodness, as being an adult, I love them, but I have literally zero time for it. It was kind of like me being a teenager as well, as far as like a lot of books go. I've done loads of reading though. but it's not something I make a lot of time for these days. Nothing against it. Definitely promote it. Hell, I've been trying to write the same book for like the last 2.5 years almost. And I'm only like, I think like 10 chapters deep, if that. It's short chapters though. It's just how the book plays out. But yeah, I don't know. As far as actually reading myself, it's so hard, especially when I'm a big video game player. Like, I'm a huge gamer, so I read a lot of video games and a lot of video game stuff and a lot of content on upcoming games, stuff like that. But actual fantasy books these days, I don't know. It's hard for me to really find anything I can just like completely dive into. Mostly it's a big Tom thing, which it's been a big subject of the night. Like, Tom is a commodity for me. It's like one of literally my biggest, honestly, I could call it a currency that I actually try to save the most of, which I still do pretty poorly. It's hard having any free time. Love reading, but mostly science books and fantasy books. To get into your fantasy book reading again. Yeah, I feel ya. You know, I have my moments. Like, there's a few things where, like, occasionally there'll be something I'll just make the time for. Since I've been streaming, though, like, oh man, I haven't even really been able to read many comic books lately. Well, I shouldn't say lately. I've been streaming for a while now, but as for actually reading, quite a bit, it's hard to really make time for. But I feel you. I mean, it's honestly really good to read. There's the Fahrenheit 451 theory out there that I don't ever really want to happen. And if it did happen, the people who went around reading the books would be the solution to that whole problem, so to speak. Dip, bro, or you're gonna die. They're not that great with that tether.
This is the rhythm of the lake.
I think a lot of people just have a separation as far as that tether goes. I talked about it last night. It's a really aggravating tether. It doesn't pass. Like, you can't go give it to somebody. Like, you gotta go take that tether. And if you do give it to somebody, you literally gotta run behind them, not to them. And I feel like that might be what is going on with the complications we have with that actual mechanic tonight. Like, it seems to be a big falter, is the tether to Titania. Not the Briar tether, but the actual, like, shared DPS tether. When we're supposed to, like, this might tinkle a bit moment. But I had my first troubles with it at first as well. But that's definitely, probably, I'm thinking, the thing. But the solution to that really is, like, you gotta go take that tether. You don't pass it. It's a huge misconception with it, really. Like, most tethers in the game you could just pass on, but that one, you literally gotta go fucking take it. I don't really know if it's I think it might be our bard that might be having the trouble with it. But I don't really know. That was weird. I have not, Chaz. I have not. Actually, the last book that I think I read. Let me think on it. It wasn't actually a book. It is a book, but it was actually, I talked about it a long time ago, but it was actually a CIA seized book, which is comparably, could be fantasy, I don't really know. None of us really know, but it was a book by Chan Tatum. It's just a writer alias, it's not the guy's real name. And I can't remember the name of the book right now, I'd literally have to look it up. But it was a CIA classified book that was heavily sanitized and later released to the public. Like years later, very heavily sanitized, and it was the last thing I really read as far as the book goes. It's hard to consider it a book though, because it was on my phone, and it was again very heavily sanitized CIA book. You often wonder how many times you have people that got the clear as a DPS, then they were like, you know what, I'll just tank it this time around. Screw the weight, and they do that, and then they mess up a shit ton of the mechanics as a tank in the flop. Like, that's a legit thing, it's not actually a random scenario. Kind of feel like that was a thing tonight. Either that, or something like that with a DPS. Or, well, I'll be good, I'm not going to say anything, but kind of feel like that's been something that's been going down tonight. I'm on this side. Stacking. We are not. You listen to audiobooks? I try to, when I can. It's a hard thing for me to really get into, honestly. When I listen to an audiobook, I'm very guilty about trying to do other things, and then I end up not listening. Then they'll say something super interesting, like the word explosion, I'm like, whoa! What the fuck? What exploded? And then I gotta turn around and listen to like an hour of a story all over again to kind of figure out what the hell I missed that led to this said explosion, which caused said excitement. Which either sometimes feeds back into my curiosity or just makes me a little bit disappointed. But I feel you. Audiobooks, you know, it definitely is a good way to kind of like make up, you know, if you don't really have the free time to read a book, you can listen to it sometimes, if you have that ability. To me, like, some books these days, they just have these, I talked about it last time with anime. I feel like books have the same kind of thing that goes on a lot of times, like this filler kind of moment, where they just give you a lot of unnecessary details, so to speak. And, like, you can read it, and it might make sense in some ways, but for the most part, like, you might finish that, and you'd be like, I literally could have read this whole book, and this scene didn't have to happen in it, and it would have been okay. It would have been completely perfect, ending the way it could have. I don't know, but it's just certain moments like that in books that kind of, like, gets me. It's even more so in audiobooks, though. Nothing against them, though. Like I said, definitely, like, if you're on a road trip, my god, honestly, audiobooks can probably save said road trip. But sometimes, for a person like me, I end up zoning out pretty badly. Exactly what I meant about you literally gotta take that tether, you don't pass it, like, you just gotta go fucking take it. No, we don't have a limit break. I was gonna LB real quick, but I'd look down. Oh, there isn't one. Or looked up, so to speak.
We can play no more.
It's actually just as hard for me to get into audiobooks. Like, at work, I can't listen to music or have a headset on. And when I'm at home, I'm usually trying to catch up on some shows that I'm trying to stream, or YouTube channels that I actually actively follow myself, or Twitch. I'm really big on the social media thing. So I'm really into all that. A lot of video game stuff I'm always trying to follow. So actually getting out to like a lot of the exterior things as far as reading, audiobook, it's a really hard thing for me to actually get into. I'm not disappointed that bard left. Hate me for saying it, but my god. 1, I really like that spot. 2, well damn. It's kind of the hard part of the fog. Five clears for what? Oh, probably their weapon. I'm more surprised that the DPS left. Like, honestly, if a DPS leaves a Titania fight, all I feel like is that person probably just doesn't know what's going on. Minato's got to get. It's all good, Minato. Hopefully, we can find us another healer. Definitely, probably won't be as good, but it's still all good. Still cool. If you'd have been any other person, though, my god, I wish I would talk about leaving on the wave. But at least you said something. Thank you so much for helping out tonight, Minato. It was a little bumpy, but at least we got a couple of clears while you were online still. You like listening to World of Warcraft audiobooks? I'm guessing that's what you mean by well. I could see that. Honestly, the whole, like, Dungeons & Dragons, if you ever get into any of that, they actually have a lot of cool stuff. I don't get into it all, I really don't. But I get into a lot of it, especially some, like, older lore. Like, I'm a huge Baldur's Gate fan, and there's a lot of lore from Dungeons & Dragons that actually lead up to, like, Baldur's Gate 2. Which I'm an even bigger fan of. And then, oh my goodness, there's so many cool, fun little facts in there, and Easter eggs. You only listen to audiobooks if it's narrated by someone you know or like? I feel you. I feel you. Hello, Minato, on Twitch. So it's like listening to... Go for that, huh? It's cool, Minato. I know you like to get on Twitch so you can actually get on the chat. Before this starts, though, I'm gonna restroom break really quick. Okay. Zombie audiobooks are your favorite? Yeah, Sorrow's End is Minato, Chess. But with new DPS, I'm definitely not going fucking southeast as this. I am getting my north or my southwest spot. My gosh, I want my comfortable spot. I was doing decent, but I really want to get back into my good old comfort zone. And honestly, I was hoping to actually get into some Innocence tonight, but like last time, I don't actually think I'm going to. It's definitely going to be my last party. Can you get northwest? We're not even in the fucking fight yet. Sorry, I got heated real quick about that, but damn it. Chill, person. Been in this party for like what? Actually, I don't know. You could have been here for a little bit. I don't think so, though. No. I don't think so. I think you were the person that took Rizz's spot. Honestly, it's not unbelievable. The biggest thing I've been stuck on lately as far as like watching and binging has been like a lot of cooking shows and tutorials and YouTube channels. Damn it, Paladin. If you hit me with that X, I'm throwing up a party finder. Either way. You're ready. Okay. I was about to say, you were ready like a second ago. We were getting in here. It's mainly just because I'm getting pretty tired, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to take it than not. It's been going well, but yeah, like, it's just been so late. I'm going to try to keep this going though, but oh, god damn it, I don't have a free hand! Good deal. Got my spot. Southwest is like a sweet spot, it really is. I know a lot of people, I'm in the majority. A lot of people who are ranged DPS love that southwest spot. It's just so easy to maneuver through. You gotta call that shit quick or it's gone. I have like the weirdest, most random bruise on the top of my foot. I don't know where it came from, but it hurts. Rizz, how many clears have you had in this now? I know you've been keeping up with me quite a bit, getting some Titania clears. I'm guessing you probably have one or two more than me. I could be wrong. You usually are on that ramp. that tier. Oh shit, I am definitely in the one community. So Minato, you got any cool shows you've actually been getting in on lately? Anything you've let take the binge? Honestly, just to say it, don't know the guy, will promote the guy, excellent channel. I've done it before, will do it again in the future probably. If you want some good short like videos on quick tutorials on how to cook some really awesome basic dishes, sometimes not even so basic but still really good dishes, look up Binging with Babish. He has like other segments, Being with Babish, Basics with Babish. The main channel is Being with Babish though. My fucking god. One of the most intellectual cooking channels that really get to the gist, keep up with modern pop culture, millennial status, and so many other things that definitely apply to everything. If you're a part of my streams, you just love to hear me talk about food, check out Binging with Babish. Old Babby out there, he's got you on some good-ass content. He really does. It's literally a person I watch on my free time throughout the day a lot. Definitely would promote the guy. Hands down, no doubt. Doesn't even know who the fuck I am. Watch the guy. Already a Babish follower? Yeah, Chaz, definitely worth it. Babish, old Babby out there, he's got some great content. The biggest, coolest thing that he actually does with the Binging with Babish, he takes shows that people often take from like just different streaming services that they just love to binge watch, like Friends, The Regular Show, The Office, quite a few different shows, Seinfeld, and he'll take random recipes, even from movies, like Uncle Buck, and he'll just be like taking these random recipes, and then bringing his own imagination into things, and just playing it out and giving you the recipe and how to do it to follow him up in the background, and it's just an amazing thing. Just a badass show. Munchies followed with Bon Appetit. Honestly, fun fact, if you actually have a Hulu account, Bon Appetit is actually also on Hulu. Like, all of Vossland is actually integrated in the Hulu as well. I'm a huge Vossland follower as well, and love me some good Bon Appetit also, Chaz. Just that whole series is, it's informative, but also really cool to know how you can infuse a lot of different foods. And I'll just leave it at that, keeping it PG-13, but infused foods and knowing how to do it's always pretty cool. Around 22? Oh yeah, you've definitely had a lot more than me. I think I'm like at 18 now, maybe? Not teen, actually. Yeah, I knew you were at more than me. You're always like that extra step. Like, you're right there with me, but it's like one step further ahead. It's like when you're in like a elevator race with somebody. Which, if you don't know what an elevator race is, it's when somebody's in an elevator and you're running up the flight of fire escape stairs, and you try to get to the floor before they get to. I feel like you're in the elevator and I'm on the stairs, because the person in the stairs never wins. Ever. Unless you're like some marathon stair runner. I don't even know if that's a fucking thing. But you were always in the elevator, and I'm always on the stairs in the fire escape. Rathalos is the best example of that. And now Innocence, in a way. Even this, I mean, shit. You've got 3 over me. That Uncle Buck steak is no joke, for real.
We're sick of this crap castle. Let's see. Let's make
One of my favorite things that he actually did was a regular show kind of thing. It was like, I think it was for 2 million subscribers that he had, where he did an all-meat burrito from regular show. My god, it's one of my favorite binging with the Babish episodes of all time. Oh fuck, I didn't get hit with a tether this time. What is this? I'm about it. May have melee this time though, so makes more sense. In a way, I don't know. I actually heard a theory earlier today in a chat where actually casters and ranged have a better damage deal, as far as like melee can still do their damage, while the ranged go out and have to worry about that tether. So it's more of a conspiracy thing. There's not really any clear evidence whether, like, I've heard the good old let the casters cast and everybody that doesn't have to worry about that get that out of the way. But I've also heard the theory today of the random. Sorry, I'm trying to focus here. But the random let the casters cast and the melee eat it all up. Or wait, my bad. The opposite of that. The melee actually do the damage while the casters work with it. I've seen both, but I'm kind of actually seeing how melee getting to do a little bit more damage, because they could be right there having a little bit more insta stuff while I'm back here worrying about like fucking cooldowns and cast times. I don't know. It's definitely more of a to each their own kind of thing, you know, in your comfortability level, but I could still see all of it working out. I feel you on those recipes, Chaz. Me, I'm just a very curious individual that really likes to play with a lot of ingredients and food. Technically, anything infused is very illegal in my area, but, you know, like, one show that I can actually say, we were talking about Bon Appetit, it's a really cool show. If you really want to get an insight as far as like infusement with certain little things, the actual science behind a lot of it, and the probably like the helpful benefits that you could actually watch a show called Weed Quit. And yes, I know, like instantly your brain's like saying weed, haha, funny. It's really not funny at all. It's not a funny show. It's not meant for any jokes. The show's called Weed Quit, much like etiquette. You know, trying to, like, know knowledge upon a certain subject of matter. Wasted this Phoenix, I know, for those people paying attention to the game, and not my rambles. But, Weed Quit actually follows the actual, positive effects of medicinal marijuana usage. And I'll just say it plainly because of that. Like, I mean, it's what it's about if you look it up. If you're listening to me talk, your brain's already there, so I'll just clear it up. It's medicinal usage from every standpoint, from literally children to the elderly, to like people who are damaged from being professional NFL players. Loads of different things. Literally, if you haven't seen Weed Quit before, look it up. Like, do yourself and everybody else in the world a favor who's trying to like make a difference with some things like that as far as medicinal purposes. Look it up. Like, there's so many closed-minded things and lost misconceptions of things that were created literally decades ago, like in Marijuana Madness. To me, the movie is a joke, like so many others. But as for a lot of things go, it still stands. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it too much. I feel like I've said enough as far as matters. We're about to die. As far as matters go, but yeah, I mean, definitely a huge thing. Like, Hill LB3! Oh my god, that was almost fucking perfect on the Hill LB3. But, yeah, look up some Weed Quit. I feel ya, it's definitely different. I feel ya, Chaz, as far as things go. Like spasses and ibuprofen, I feel ya. I somewhat do. It depends on the situation, my company. I live in an illegal state still, so it's not the same. But I feel ya, and I actually have diabetic family members, so it's not the same as insulin. It's more like, I would compare it to a Ritalin or an Adderall, you know? Like, it doesn't do the same thing at all. Not the same whatsoever. I know what Ritalin and Adderall do, believe me. But I would have it more so in a comparison to those two. Like, it's definitely a stimulant, but also, like, an anti-anxiety, anti-depression. But it can also cause the exact same symptoms it's trying to resist. So it's a hard way to really talk about it, especially comparing it to hardcore diseases out there, especially life-threatening diseases such as diabetes. It's a huge thing in my family, and cancer, it's another one as well. I could never compare them. I'm a huge person as far as, like, the whole, I'll use the word again, weed-equate, kind of like, and actually, etiquette, and kind of connoisseur. And in the midst of things, but in certain ways I would never compare it to other things, especially life-threatening diseases. It's not curing anything life-threatening out there, and not ailing anything life-threatening. It's definitely more of a stimulant that helps out with certain situations and technicalities of life, so to speak. But I feel you still. Like, I get what you're saying, and I ride that line with you. Like I actually have anxiety problems out the yin-yang. You wouldn't expect it. I'm a very shy guy, and I have loads of anxiety. But I'm a streamer, so you'd think, oh, these problems don't exist within the sky. Oh, I probably have it worse than anybody you've ever met. You meet me in person, I'll be pretty fucking quiet, to be honest with you. I mean, not really. You know, I'll talk to you if we have some pretty nice, cool, addicting things to talk about. But you come at me and you're trying to just talk to me about, like, the process of, like, tuna in Syria. I'll be like, oh, that's okay. Or how I used to play saxophone in high school. I'll be like, it was informative to my introduction into the music world. You know, something like that, you know? But, you know, still yet. You just think of Pineapple Express. Illegal! Mr. T told us not to do drugs. The same with Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman definitely does do drugs. Mr. T, there's actually a video, fun fact to Mr. T, about not doing drugs, where he, like, subliminally, like, gives you PTSD. It's in a JonTron video. Don't do drugs! And then it just shows him, like, smash a glass. You got it, Mr. T. I'm not doing shit! I don't want to die! You know, I think my favorite, like, weed commercial is, like, the, it's like that scrambled egg commercial, where you got that person, this is your brain, and it shows them, like, an egg, and, like, this is your brain on drugs, and then they show that exact same egg get smashed by a fucking frying pan. It's like the best fucking video for drugs ever. Or the one that's in Harold and Kumar, where the dude's, like, sitting there, is like, bro, I'm so high. And then, like, he puts the gun to his head and pulls the trigger. Believe me, that sounds morbid and dark, but if you really watch it, it's fucking not at all. It's fucking hilarious. Some random guy being super stoned and kills himself isn't funny. Hell no. But that's not the case. To be honest with you, if anybody was so stoned, they had a gun in their hand, they'd be so fucking paranoid, they wouldn't even want to hold it and be like, bro, take this away! To be like totally Kyle out there, it's like, today I held a gun, and I was like, whoa, it's a gun! And the gun was like, whoa, it's Kyle! And I was like, fuck this! And I threw it down the drain, and the it monster was like, thanks, Kyle. You don't need this. I'll make them float down here. Something like that. Where did I learn to do this? Learned it from your dad. Oh no. Who the hell are you? Why aren't you running in any direction? I'm gonna die. I died. I knew it was gonna happen. Zero heal. Had the fucking... Ugh! We're not gonna get it this time. I mean, we might, but my faith went down substantially. Not being helped any. JonTron is one of your favorite. JonTron's great. It's going down. We stacking. We dividing. No, 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 no. No, that was not correct. I'm, like, severely disappointed that it's getting neglected. Like, this person really randomly ran to a random spot. Like, I wasn't even attacking anything right there. Like, I'm so baffled. I'm just like, this is getting that looked over. Okay. Sometimes being a streamer is a gift and a curse. I see so many mistakes, and I'm quiet about it because I'm like, fuck it, we're alive, I guess. God damn it. But in the inner me, I'm just screaming, just like, learn your shit! Flex Tape. The Flex Tape series is actually pretty good on JonTron. I can't believe he actually got the guy from Flex Tape to join his videos. That's legendary on so many fucking different, like, aspects. Why the fuck is this tank dead, and why the fuck were they running that way? That's a multiple question thing that's very valid. Tonight, I've seen tanks mess up, I think, the most. Can we fix shitty DPS with Flex Tape? I don't know. I feel like Flex Tape would probably fix, like, a tank situation. Like, your tank's not good enough, Flex Tape that bitch! That way the healer don't gotta worry about it. As far as DPS goes, if DPS is fucked up, that's like puncturing a hole within the Flex Tape. It's like, it would be like that Flex Tape commercial where, like, he, like, sawed the bottom out of the boat for some reason. And then, like, just decided that he'd just flex tape that shit together instead of getting a new boat for some reason. Some reason out there. And yeah, I feel like that would be the best example for that. You saved this boat? Sawed the boat in half. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I sawed this boat in half. Wow. Who are you trying to? Who is out here sawing boats in half in dire some need and needing just to be randomly fixed with flex tape? Nobody but you. You got this shit. You're saving the world from the flex tape maneuvers we didn't even know we needed. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm about to run off the sod. Ah! Oh man, I shouldn't have done it, but I'm just kind of actually ready to get out of here.
We can play no more.
No more. If only I didn't need that. I really don't. Like I've already had it. What happened to the ShamWow dude? I think he died. People were eating Flexil. Why? Had to tell him not to eat it? That's like people eating Tide Pods. Like, sometimes you think of like, if there's something out there that is cleaning a whole compartment full of dirty dishes, why are you gonna eat it? Okay, now there's something else I gotta say. If there's an individual confirmed liquid something that turns into a firm something that literally fixes leaks in a boat, why do you want to ingest that? What do you think? When you're probably never going to poop ever again in your life. Hands down, probably the first thing that's gonna happen. Second, followed up is technically probably you're never going to be hungry again either because you're always going to be full. It's my last run, literally, period, tonight. I'm not too fond of our party. I like Rizz that is still here. This last run here, it was just not that great, and the random monk in our party being very persistent right now. Just not about it. It's gonna be my last run, period, of the night. Not gonna get to Innocence. I wanted to last night as well, but I started up late both nights, so it's just not gonna end up happening. Natural selection. Every day we see reminders of our ape-like origins. There's just certain things I don't get out there. Honestly, a lot of it I know is like the rise of social media. Some people literally just want the most attention. Whoa! Why the fuck do I have a tether this time? I'm saying it. I don't give a fuck about the countdown. Not the same. Like, same party. I'm much better off not worrying about that said fucking thing. I can work it out, but don't get it. And now I'm like, they even oh my fucking god. Who the fuck is in fucking charge of this? Definitely my last run. Same party, same mechanic. Don't switch shit up. Sometimes I hate the fucking... Ugh. It's Not even gonna say it. Keep it to my goddamn self. Last run of the knot for sure. I don't care how bad it goes. If it goes good, fuck it. If it goes bad, this motherfucker's just putting random shit on random people. That's even worse. Yes, last run. My god. To beat it all, it's a fucking healer tethering people, not even a tank. Or a party leader. Even worse. Just, done. And yeah, not gonna get to any Innocence today. I'm getting tired, and I'm getting a little cranky, to be honest with you. Like, not that bad. Like, I'm good till the end of the stream, don't worry. But I don't know. Once I get so late into the knot, when I start to actually go into certain thoughts and people just start doing shit, I that's when I start to just like get unfathomably, like, I don't want to even say cranky, but cranky's the best word for it. Like, just future reference, if you're in somebody else's party, Fonder, and you're just randomly not even a tank, and you're just some random person just decided to call shots, just stop. Just don't do it. There's gonna be at least one person in the party, like myself, who is possibly the party leader, who literally had everything switched up from the previous fight they had last time to having to do totally different mechanics for no fucking reason. That just don't do it. Like, you're not helping anybody out, not even yourself. Like, you're literally causing fucking problems. Like, I can do these mechanics all day. Like, that's not the problem. What makes me so salty is, like, the random people who just baffle themselves to think, like, they have a superiority to change literally the whole fucking battle that worked out literally prior to this, that they just wanted fucking change up for no goddamn reason out of nowhere, regardless of what they remember. Instead, they could be like, same spots as last time, which literally should be a given, same fucking party. Sorry, I gotta tone down. Like, it just, people, let me tell you. It's the only thing about playing MMOs and, like, other online games that I hate the most. People with superiority nonsense that just gets on my fucking nerves. Like, seriously, just drop it. At least ask, you know? Who played something last time? Instead of random assignment and taking superiority over the fucking situation. Make your own fucking party finder if you want that superiority. I don't even like fucking party finders anyway. Allow me to join that party finder, and you suffer through the moments of everybody fucking dipping out of it, so I can join in on it, so I don't have to deal with that less of the suffrage. My god. That's end rant. My bad. If I don't get it all out there all at once, it doesn't make any sense. The Shimwell dude didn't die? He's on drugs. Oh. Which guy did die? The OxyClean guy's dead. That's it. Oh man, I was way too enthusiastic. Sorry, OxyClean guy. I'm knocking on wood for some reason because I feel bad. I had way too much enthusiasm for that. I actually feel really bad on the inside now. OxyClean guy's ghost, forgive me, and don't visit me in my sleep tonight. Please. When you have a mic, you can't stop yourself. You're a dick. I have a mic. That's why, honestly, really, like, I don't try to be a dick. I try to be really respectful, to be honest with you. Like, I played World of Warcraft for years. Oh, man, if you want to hear some really negativity, play World of Warcraft. I love raiding in Final Fantasy XIV. Compared to World of Warcraft, oh, god damn, it's not the same, I'll tell you that. That's where a lot of real, dickish people, what are we doing? Like, why was he, I'm done, I'm not saying it. Just, let's end it. It's my last run. We can do it. Natural selection, I believe it. Let's get the most squishy person on our team to take a tether. Yeah, that makes the most sense of all time. Oh my fucking god. That was a healer problem. We all stacked and we had no heals. Or at least me and Rizz stacked and whoever the fuck. Oh my god. We have no luck, Rizz. No luck.
Dance like the leaves on the floor. This is so much fun. Let's play some more.
I really hope that fucking machinist doesn't run over here again. That was a big thing last time. The machinist didn't run to their area for some reason. They ran to Mon. And we got an ad. And we got two this time. Machinist still did not run to the same spot. Like, that south, east over there is the machinist. Last time they ran to my spot. My god. I don't feel like we're gonna get it clear, but even if we do, we're not. It's my last run. It was hands down my last run anyway. Like, this party fell the fuck apart from literally the beginning of this fight. Like, it was a farm, but this turned into a troll. Like, there's literally a lot of people who don't know what's going on in this fight, and I'm not even about to sit through it. I want to do some Innocence, but it's getting late. I'm very tired. I'm getting really hungry. I literally had to work like 6 days this week, this being the 6th day. Got on here really late. I'm very fucking tired. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here before I get too something, you know, just too aggravated. My god. I just want to tell every person in this fight what they were doing wrong, but I'm just not gonna. Ugh. It's not a fucking hard fight at all. No! What have I done? Disband. Whew. But no, Rizz, I'm so glad that you actually stuck around. Definitely a trooper amongst all folks. Definitely appreciate you, Rizz. Bro among bros, and glad that you could help us out tonight as well, Minato. Definitely appreciate both of you. Could not possibly fathom a lot of this content without the both of you, I'm sure. I'm just here, and it's over. Yeah, sorry, Euthanasia. I had an amazing, well, I had an okay day and not. I'm not gonna say amazing. It was okay. Day and not, but I'm glad you could actually get in here, Euthanasia. I know it's at the end, but I'm still glad that you could actually pop in. Definitely also hope that you had a great day, not, and everything. And good night to you as well, Chaz, and also Minato over on Twitch. Thank you so much for actually watching, and again, Minato, thanks for helping out tonight. And sorry I'm dipping out without actually getting any Innocence going on. It's just this Titania fight. I got in late. Titania got annoying. Believe me, it's just like this fight is so simple. When people just start calling shit out, taking their own, well, I did it this way, or random healers assigning people to things they don't know what they're assigning to, like what happened. Like the last time is what ruined me, unmistakably. A healer who didn't know what the fuck was going on in the fight, randomly assigning people to what's going on in the fight, not even assigning people presumptuously the best way possible, and then not even playing the mechanics correctly on top of all that. Brain broken. At that point, I already know this person was a DPS that got a random clear from a carry that jumped back into this and literally was just trying to be a healer and call the shots and thought they knew what the fuck was going down because they didn't pay attention to shit the first time they cleared it or the last time they got cleared while they were doing other shit either. hate me for it. That's a legit fucking science in that. I'm getting out of here though. I have had fun. I'm glad we could get a few more clears. I think I'm at 20 now? Yes, thankfully. Thankfully at 20 Titania clears. Still have not even seen the mount drop though, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll see that happen soon. I've already got my weapon reluctantly. After today though, I've let it pass for anything that wasn't my main. After today though, doing Titania, when I do jump back in here, for the things I do actually need the weapon for, I'm gonna start needsing it. Especially the red mage weapon. I could have got it tonight. I need it for my red mage, and it would be the same as my summoner without literally zero work. But I didn't do it because I don't main red mage. But after tonight, if you jump in my parties, I'm gonna start needing the stuff that I actually need for specific classes like white mage, red mage, dark knight, more specifically. Everything else will probably still pass on, but dark knight, red mage, and white mage, I'm gonna start needing on those weapons with Titania. But tomorrow, I'm going to try to get a little bit more Savage content going on. Can't promise I'm going to be on here any earlier. I've got so many things I got to do tomorrow. Or technically today, in a way you could say. So many things I have to fit into this one day, with it being my only day off of work, that I can't promise anything specifically as far as any clears. I was hoping I could get a Savage clear this weekend. Probably not going to happen with all the days I've actually had from a break. I've only been to like 68% right past the ad phase. So I've really got a lot to like freshen myself with, and then also like actually try to jump in with more action and knowledge, and hopefully new knowledge. But everybody, I am out of here though. I've had a lot of fun, and again, Minato, Rizz, Zombie, and Azunami, thank you all so much for jumping in on parties tonight. Definitely appreciate it. Rizz, thank you for sticking around for so long, and Minato, thank you for also, like Rizz, jumping in on Titania farms. But I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching tonight, and Chaz, thanks for jumping on YouTube here at the end, and good night to you as well. Euthanasia, so much gratitude for you to jumping in. Your friend does the same thing with the raids. He stresses out about the errors too. I don't stress out about errors unless it's simple things and somebody's so confident about it. Like tonight, I like Titania. This is such a simple thought to me. The only time I start stressing out is when you have the moment where we had a random healer in our fight calling people's spots out and then calling them out wrong, and then not even fixing said wrong things, but only pushing everybody to jump into the fight even faster. Like, believe me, if you have more of a knowledge of the fight, enlighten somebody. Tell them about it. Don't be a persistent asshole and just start telling people where to go in the fight, then not be able to do your said part in the fight, and then get upset later on when the fight doesn't go correct. Like, just don't. Let other people work it out. Don't take that initiative if you don't know how to take said initiative. That's the things that bothers me. People that don't even know what they're doing, who takes that natural, oh yeah, I cleared it once. No. Like, that whole last run, to me, like, I was so set in stone. I got my comfortability back. I didn't have to worry about a fucking tether. I got my southwest spot back. And then all of a sudden, boom, I'm a tether guy again. Automatically, whoever was the last tether is going to initially want to work on that. Then again, they didn't even set the tethers right. They had a soul scrambled up, had me at 3, then I was at 2 right before the fucking battle starts. And like, that's what baffles me and kills me the most as far as these things go. Like, I hate to get salty about it, even rant about it. But, like, just, like, if it's not your party finder, you're not a party leader, you're not even a fucking tank, leave mechs alone. Don't even touch people's tethers unless you have permission for everybody, or at least ask questions to if it was said correct. That's what gets me salty and upset. That shit. Yeah. Sunday is your... It's not really. I have no time to relax tomorrow. Tomorrow I have literally a full fucking adult day. No time to relax. The day's gonna flop. I've got to do, like, laundry. Everything I didn't do throughout this week is happening tomorrow. And I also have to, like, visit family members, which is not convenient as all. I love my family. But I actually have to visit them, and I don't even have the time to do it. And I've also still got to stream and don't even have the time to do that. It's one of those days where I've got no time to do any of the things I've got to do, and I've still got to do all of them. And it's gonna be stressful tomorrow. But everybody, I'm out of here. Fuck the stress. Let's not end it on that. Let's keep a good note. Again, I said at the beginning, if you're curious about what's coming up in the stream, this month is going to be a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, going to be working a little bit Fallout 76. The 20th of next month, actually Ni no Kuni Remaster comes out, going to be starting that, and then Ni no Kuni 2 after that. Throughout probably October, that'll kind of like be the set focus, along with Final Fantasy XIV and the upcoming Fallout 76 updates that are going to be having a new nuclear winter map, all the way up till November, when we actually get a whole new storyline with the Wastelander storyline coming into play. Also, Star Wars The Last Jedi, or Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, that's it, going to be happening on November as well. Also, throughout all of this, again, Fallout 76 and Final Fantasy XIV. And then, you know, later on into March, we'll be doing some Final Fantasy VII. So look forward to all that. I will be definitely, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. I do have some extra time I can actually jump in on Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully I can get some Innocence clears. I've tried to the last 2 nights, but getting through a lot of Titania sometimes, which to me this fight's not fucking hard at all. It's so scripted that anybody having problems with it baffles my mind. Especially when people go around and literally tell me Innocence is fucking easier. I just brain broken. But again, tomorrow I'm going to be hopefully getting in some Innocence. We'll see. But everybody get not. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody that could get in here. Chaz, Rizz, Euthanasia, Zombie, Azunami, OMFG Squad. Anybody that got on the chat didn't. Or anybody that got on the stream didn't get on the chat, also, thank you so much. And I'm out of here, though, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow, no doubt. Don't exactly know what I'll be doing, but I will definitely be here doing a few things with that. And also tomorrow, I didn't do it last weekend, I meant to, but I will do it tomorrow. It will be the hard Brawler, Steelbook Brawler edition of Final Fantasy Dissidia NT. Again, yeah, sorry I haven't got in on that. Wanted to do it this weekend and ended up just getting so booked. I'm still really booked this weekend, but I will definitely get that giveaway going on. It'll be at the end of tomorrow night's stream, but thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you have a great night. All of you who support, thank you so much. All of you in the free company, so much. All of you who got in on the chat, thank you so much. All of you who got on the stream, in the parties, thank you so much as well. But see you, Space Cowboy. I'm out of here. Have a great night. Have a great Sunday coming up. And if you're already getting in close to your Monday, I hope the beginning of your week is fucking amazing. No doubt. I thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, and the magic, the works, everything you all do. I appreciate it so much because you know what? It keeps me coming in here every single day. And everybody that got in over on Twitch, Minato, Chaz, thank you so much. And anybody that was watching, even without getting in on the chat, I definitely appreciate you as well. I'm out of here, though. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm gone. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Hopefully have a great one. And soon, hopefully next weekend, we'll see. I'll have you with more details upon it. We'll get into another part of the RIP Tumble series. But until then, everybody, I'm out of here. Have a great night. Until next time, I'm gone. See you, Space Cowboy.